Welcome back, everyone. So today, the life-changing lessons from Tony Robbins in his book, Unlimited Power. It has powerful strategies to help you take charge of your life. They will help you overcome fears and break through barriers. Most people have let these barriers squash their potential for ultimate success. Let's break it down. Among Tony Robbins' seminars is one called Mind Revolution. It focuses on turning fear into power. It includes a thing called a fire walk. The goal is for people to believe anything is possible and nothing is impossible. One of Tony's sayings is nothing is impossible. At 25, he has helped many. They are politicians, entrepreneurs, and athletes. His personal success story is his wife and the amazing people he has met throughout his journey. In Unlimited Power, Tony writes of the strategies he used in his life and teaches at his seminars. The secret to success is a power within you. It is limitless. It can do anything. Tony Robbins has watched many top achievers throughout his career. He found a pattern in them. He called this the ultimate success formula. It has 4 steps: set a target, act towards your goal, measure your progress, and get feedback to improve. The successful filmmaker Steven Spielberg is famous for hit animated and blockbuster films. He applied the ultimate success formula to achieve his success. He credits his success to the ultimate success formula. He believes it has positioned him for success in film, among other things. In conclusion, Tony Robbins' seminars can help those afraid of failing. It can guide them to success. These are principles to follow if you want to overcome challenges and reach your desired results. Steven Spielberg had a dream to be a director at the age of 17. He went undercover at Universal Studios. Then he moved to the set. There he met a low-key editor and talked about movies with him. So he snuck into the studio a day later. He was in formal clothes and carried his dad's briefcase. They went into trailer number 1 on the lot. He sat down inside with a sign in front of him that said, Steven Spielberg, Director. Second, he lived in the studio for 3 years before his first contract. He made a short film and showed it to Universal Studios workers. They saw his talent and signed him to 7-year contracts. He became the showrunner of a TV series at 20. The only win-win formula works for a man. It is where he aims for directorship and then starts acting. He would come to the studio every day and hang out with all us. Your background, your title, none of that makes a difference when all you have to do is get up and show up. Half the people are unhappy despite having everything. The other half have 2 legs, pain and food. The difference is never external circumstance or challenge. It is perception. John Belushi, a popular comedian in the 70s, is the best illustration of this. He gave all-time great shows and performances as he lived his dream. The comic joined Chicago's top comedy group, Second City. Later, he found fame on its stage. But on the inside, Belushi was not satisfied as he felt lonely and lost. He overdosed on drugs, a fatal attempt to fill his emotional emptiness. This story shows that no matter how small, a strong effort can create a change in life. The story of Michelle is a great example of the power and inability to think about our thoughts. A motorcycle accident left her paralyzed from the waist down. She remained that way for the rest of her life. Michelle built her business to millionaire status, despite the pain and fear. Tony teaches neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. It means programming our minds to feed the right thoughts. This helps us make the right decisions and take the right actions. This method helps us move ahead with a positive attitude. Our state of mind has 2 parts. One empowers us. The other paralyzing occurs when fear, sadness, doubt, or anxiety overwhelms us. We break free from our rigid existence to exist. We can actually manage our brains and manufacture that flow state on demand. The story of Carl Wallenda depicts a sequence of accidents that led to his falls, as he was not an expert acrobat. He was arrogant and artistic, but he never knew if he was falling due to a drop or if someone was knocking him off. It became his brand, a shadow that would always follow him. It would still tag along at high altitudes when he did aerial acrobatics. The idea is that a thought sends signals to his brain. This affects his mind and changes his behavior. This is how Carl ended up with both first and last losses. This new course could make him flash the picture until it becomes real. In short, positive thinking can improve our lives. It can help us succeed in almost anything. So by focusing on the reliable state of being, we give life its fullness and fulfillment. Former Hawaii football coach Dick Toomey had the Warriors up against a tough Wyoming team. At halftime, the score was 2-0 and spirits were low. Their coach Tommy had for years been cutting out articles. They were like the stuff I was writing. They were about other teams that had made comebacks. They were about how those teams were in the same position as you turned it around. Tommy was showing his players clips from that collection. He wanted them to visualize winning and think like champions. That same spirit of excitement and energy led to a 27-point win. Belief is not holy books. It can be any principle allowing direction or organization in one's life. Beliefs are instructions to the nervous system and particularized action. Pablo Casals, a very good musician with vascular arthritis and emphysema at age 90. They clubbed his hands and flexed his fingers. He began to breathe with difficulty. He could not get out of bed and change clothes. Pablo went to his piano every morning before breakfast. His fingers would find the piano keys. He emerged as a young, accomplished musician, producing exquisite music through skill. Hip-hop saved him, literally. Pablo believed in the spirit of music. It pulled his life up after a severe illness. His fingers thawed out, and he felt his hands on the piano. After a musical piece, he would wake up. Then he would walk faster to the dining table and eat breakfast standing. He stepped outside the next morning after having had breakfast. The placebo effect is a medical term. It means that if we take an empty pill, it has no medicine or healing in it. Researchers conducted an experiment to prove this. Researchers split patients with ulcers into two groups. The doctor told a group of patients they would get a strong painkiller. Another group got the same pill, but it had no effect. Both groups took the drug as instructed. 70% of the first group reported relief right after using it. The catch was that everyone got the same pill. It had no curative properties. Researchers told patients one substance was a proven, superior drug. The other was still experimental. The result was a complete surprise to everyone. Many doctors have shown that a cure is not about taking pills. A person's conviction in their healing triggers their body's recovery process. A small example of this is when a mother tells her child to bring salt, and they immediately get it. What they see is only right after believing in salt. When they say, "It's not here," or "I can't find it," their brains cannot locate the salt box. But if his body and brain are positive, the words must strengthen him. The success lie is not about trickery or suckers. It's a belief that all things serve a larger moral purpose. The successful see it as a way to be successful and focus on processing things. That attitude appears in the tale of Marilyn Hamilton. She is a successful California businesswoman. She won her state pageant and became Miss State. The second thought is that there are no failures, only outcomes. Once I read that we can see failures in two ways. They are a lack of effort or the acts of successful people trying to achieve something. They take another stab in a different manner and see if it yields more favorable results. Successful people do not give up until they get what they want. They also believe that going after success long-term requires a long-term commitment. You see successful people in business, sports, and politics, they have a monomaniacal devotion to their work. Take, for example, Larry Bird. He was a pro basketball player. He never walked fast and could only dunk if no one was guarding him. His giant effort and hard work make him different from others, and he became a useful player. In short, Tony Robbins' Unlimited Power is an insightful book. It teaches about beliefs in the 7 lies of success. It urges us to shift our gaze. There is a world of possibilities staring back at us. Pursue your aspirations with unwavering commitment to personal growth. Next, you will learn what winners know about their minds. It helps them excel in everything. Their lessons are here, waiting for your heart to unlock its own unlimited power. Tony and his disciples have demonstrated this. So stop seeing life through a narrow lens. There are limitless opportunities all around you. You have no limits, and you owe it to yourself to make the most important promise that you cannot break. The last lie of success is that it's not a cheat or dishonest, it's the belief in all. Success comes from a shift in focus. By seeing what you can do, you can help others improve. Thanks for watching. If this summary inspired you, please comment below. Which principle resonated with you most? And don't forget to subscribe for more transformative content. See you next time.